Plaza San Martin is a public space located on Block 9 of Nicolás de Pirola Avenue in the historic center of Lima, Peru. It was inaugurated July 27, 1921 to commemorate the centenary of Peru's independence. The creation of Plaza San Martin was an initiative of the Peruvian government under the presidency of Augusto Leguía. The square was designed architect and urban planner Manuel Piqueras Cotolí. In 1988, it was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO and is considered one of the most represented public spaces in Lima. Within Plaza San Martin, we can find various attractions such as Estatua José de San Martín. The design of the monument to José de San Martín was chosen in a competition won by the Spanish sculptor Mariano Bellur, who depicted San Martín during its journey through the Andes, playing a crucial role in Peru's independence. Hotel Bolívar. Hotel Bolívar was part of a series of projects designed to commemorate the Battle of Ayacucho, an attempt to modernize the city. Its construction was the initiative of brother Augusto Wislava and Fernando Wislava, who commissioned the American company Fred Ley. Teatro Colón. Teatro Colón is a historic theater building. It was designed by French architect Claude Sau and opened in 1914. Initially, it was an important center for theater and film. Club Nacional. The National Club of Lima is a Peruvian civil association founded in 1855. It has been an important social gathering place for the Peruvian elite. It is as a private, exclusive, and traditional club, now for its new classical architecture and high-quality facilities. You can also find historic buildings around the plaza, representing diverse architecture styles, filled with stores and where you will find bars and restaurants. Finally, you can safely and peacefully enjoy the park's green areas, as well as the culture and entertainment activities and events held within the plaza.
Lima's Plaza, also known as the Main Square, is the founding site of the city, established by Francisco Pizarro on January 18 in the year 1535. Since then, it has been the political, religious, and social center of Lima, declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1988. So Lima is located in a historic center surrounded by the districts of Lima Cercado. Francisco Pizarro designed it as the core of the colonial city, following the Spanish urban planning model. evolution. Okay, this originally it was a market, a place of execution, and a center of power during the viceroyalty. Among the main buildings and attractions are the Lima Cathedral, the Government Palace, the Archbishop Palace, the City Hall, and the Central Reserve Bank of Peru Museum. Some important points to consider are the UNESCO World Heritage Site. According to this, is a part of Lima's historic center, recognized for its architectural value and the historical events. It was the site of the proclamations of Peru's independence in 1921. And obviously the tourism, it receives 1,000 of visitors each year, and it's a must-see on historical tours. I mentioned the activities available, like the cultural visits, the museums, churches, photography of its colonial architecture, the gastronomy in traditional bars and restaurants, guided tours on foot or by tourist bus, and obviously the civic centers and festivals like national holidays and Christmas. The issues and conservation. The noise pollution from nearby traffic, deterioration of buildings due to humidity and pollution, and restoration efforts by the Ministry of Culture and the Municipality of Lima. And there is the conclusion. I can say that Lima's Plaza de Armas is a symbol of Peruvian history, where the colonial past and modern life converge. Its preservation is key to keeping Lima's cultural identity alive.
I will talk about the restaurant El Cordano, one of the most traditional restaurants in Lima, Peru. It is located in the historic center near the government palace. This place is famous for its history, food, and connection to Peruvian culture. About history, El Cordano was founded on January 13 in 1905 by three Italian immigrants, Vigilio Botano and the brothers Luis and Antonio Cordano. At the beginning, the business was a small grocery store and coffee. It sold drinks, small meals, and daily products, but very quickly the place became popular with people from the government and the public sector because it was so close to important buildings like the Palacio de Gobierno, Palacio Municipal, and Congress. Over the decades, El Cordano became a place where important people come to eat and talk. Presidents, writers, artists, ministers, and journalists all frequent the establishment. It is said that President Augusto Vilguía, Victor Raúl Aya de la Torre, and Mario Vargas Llosa were regular clients. In 1978, the owners decided to give the restaurant to their loyal workers. Since then, the business has been run by its employees. In 1989, the Peruvian government declared El Cordano a National Cultural Heritage Site. This means it is protected because of its historical and cultural value. About interior and atmosphere of El Cordano, The restaurant still has its original furniture, wooden chairs, marble tables, and old photos on the walls. El Cordano has 3 rooms and space for 150 people. The place feels very traditional and full of history. About menu, the food is classic Peruvian Creole food. The most famous dishes are taco taco with breaded steak, ají de gallina, green pasta with beef, sancochado. They also have traditional sandwich like pork butifarra, condor ham. Drinks include pisco sour, chilcanum, algarrobina, and others. In conclusion, El Cordano is not only a restaurant, it is a place full of history and culture. It is a symbol of Lima's old traditions and still active after more than 100 years.
Before the space I'm discussing became what is today, it was a hotbed of urban marginalization and informality in the 1980s. In response to this, a plan was proposed in 1987 to restore the city public spaces, which was implemented 10 years later under the Safe, Clean, and Orderly City Plan. It owes its name to the fact that a tannery was established in that area, dyeing leather blue and leaving powdered dye scattered in the streets. Piracy and smuggling were no strangers to this area. Already in 1991, when Lima was declared a World Heritage Site, the municipality ordered the merchants to leave, a move that was hastened by a fire in the premises. After the unfortunate incident, the Chabuca Grande Avenue was built on January 16 in 1999 by the Mayor Alberto Andrade in honor of the singer of the Flor de la Canela. In addition, the Fury restored Government Palace with a view platform overlooking the old Rimac neighborhood and the amphitheaters and stage where street artists performing exchange for a small, heartfelt donation, as they always said at the end of each performance. It's a must-see to learn more about Lima, with food fairs showcasing dishes such as the delicious rice pudding, the hearty mazamorra morada, and the exquisite circular sweet called picaron, accompanied by this delicious honey. Among the craft are chuyos and shawls made from handmade fabrics, and in Peru there are also other prizes from different eras to go the country to take home as souvenirs, among others. Typical Lima desserts are must-have at this place, made by generations of chefs, suggesting that food is the legacy we can give to the world. Pairing this with a show in the amphitheaters, we feel with joy those who want to spend a pleasant afternoon in this beautiful place. Hundreds of people would gather inside the amphitheaters on weekends to watch the street comedians. Comedians who formally brought smiles to all attendants within the spaces. In the early 2000s, street comedians arrived on the scene, but the upcoming municipal administrators didn't support them, so they looked for a place to perform their art and chose the Alameda Chabuca Grande as their workspace. Despite the municipal resistance to their efforts, the warmth of the people and the media coverage were so overwhelming that they were granted special permits to carry out their work, providing the public with entertainment and laughter in the afternoons and evenings of the Great Lima. As the city of King is known, transforming an unforgettable moment in a turbulent capital.